The British government is soaked in the blood of the Ukrainian people. The British government is solely to blame for the suffering that's taking place right now. And I think the Russians are getting fed up with it. They're tired of the rhetoric of Ben Wallace. I mean, if you want to talk about a man who is self-indicting himself as one of the most egregious war criminals in modern history, it's Ben Wallace. And, you know, one can only hope that at some point in time in the future that justice will be brought to bear on people like Wallace and others who have been encouraging this conflict. There's no doubt that the British are playing a leading role in advising the Ukrainian government, and in particular the Ukrainian intelligence services, on the conduct of this conflict. And the British are specialists in, playing the role of the underdog. That is to be the side that has less power, but to seek to use unconventional means to maximize potential. They were behind the attack on the Kerch Bridge, and they're behind the current onslaught of drones against Russian cities. But again, they destroyed civilian infrastructure and they killed civilians. There was no military, impact of these actions on Russia. What the British, I think, have failed to understand is that they are giving Russia the green light to strike what Russia calls the decision-making centers. I just ask people when they keep telling me, Russia invaded, there's a war. Guys, there wasn't a war. There isn't a war. If there was a war, there would be no such thing as a decision-making center still in existence today, because they would have been destroyed on day one. Russia has had a soft hand in this. The fact that Russia has had to increase the scope and scale of its activities is because NATO has made the decision to pour tens of billions of dollars of military equipment backed by intelligence, operational training, planning, and British hands-on efforts to inflict harm on the Russian people. So there is an escalation that's taking place.